We are now live. How's it going, guys?
Good. Long time no see.
Yeah. It has been probably since the playoffs of last year, or did we do one show in the offseason? I don't even remember.
I think we might have done one. I can't remember.
I think you two did one, and I couldn't make it for whatever reason.
Okay. Well, welcome back. Just because Matt's wondering, we should probably introduce ourselves. I'm Spencer with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nathan with Jacksonville Jaguars.
And I'm Travis with the Buffalo Bills. I had to think about that for a little too long.
And all the enthusiasm.
True.
So, with it being draft day, we wanted to kind of get some stuff out there before the draft started because we figured we'd probably lose the few viewers we do have once the draft starts. So, a couple things. Anything you wanted to cover before we got to our list of ideas? Once I can find them.
Nope. I'm just ready. I'm just ready to go. Ready to see this draft.
Yeah, I know my role on this show is just to have topics presented to me.
Your role is all of our stats.
Yeah, and quoting that one Drew Brees passage.
You quoted his yards to the yard from the previous year.
One time, though. I still know that I still remember the yardage number for some reason.
What was Drew Brees' 2015 yards?
I don't remember what year it was. But yeah, I don't think it was 2015. It was either 2015 or 2014.
You couldn't have just rolled with it for...
Well, no, because people can fact check. I'm not trying to get proven wrong.
Nobody's going to look it up.
No.
I'm going to look it up.
Somebody will. I know one of those years he had 4,952. That's the stat I quoted.
I'm looking it up.
Way back in the day.
2014, 4,952.
Travis,
how many touchdowns did he have that year?
I don't know. Probably like 39 or something.
Oh, 33.
Now see? Terrible stat, man.
Damn.
All right. So we wanted to cover some trades, mostly because there were some big ones, and I was two of them. Before I give my take on my Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson trades, what do you guys think of those?
I thought your Le'Veon Bell one was good. Sorry, I was looking for the perfect grossed out face to put on Slack. I thought your Le'Veon Bell one was good. I mean, you get another arguably top 10 dynasty asset and then 2 first-round picks. And I don't even think you gave up the handcuff, correct?
Nope. I'm all about the handcuff life, baby.
Yeah. Or you could say, depending on how the draft goes for Pittsburgh, the future starting running back for Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. You think they're going to trade Le'Veon in the draft?
No, I'm just saying if they address the position, not trade him, but if they address the position.
I thought you meant they were going to trade Le'Veon Bell, and I was like, I don't even think that's possible. Can you trade a franchise tag player in the NFL?
I don't think so, no. I think that was the whole discussion with the franchise tags this year, is people tagging them and then moving them and essentially using the tags for other teams.
Gotcha. All right, Trav, what do you think of Le'Veon Bell for Hopkins and 2 firsts?
I like it. I think, you've been preaching. How long did you preach team depth? # team depth.
For like 2 years, and then I just completely abandoned it.
Yeah, and you abandoned it, and then, obviously Bell did let you down, but David Johnson took the wind out of your sails a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I think you got a good deal for him. Hopkins, I think, is going to have a better year this year with Watson back, and 2 firsts is nothing to scoff at for sure. So.
Yeah, and what really did it for me was getting my first back. For some reason, it just felt dirty not having my first.
Oh, is it because your first round pick this year is the 101?
Yeah, that's partial. That's part of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude, I feel a portion of your pain.
Yeah, Nathan was the only one smart enough to hold on to his draft pick.
We had the 101, 102, and 103, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, that is unfortunate. Ugh.
That is. It's not a good look at.
No, it's not.
Um,
We're the best of the losers bracket.
we crushed it.
We did it.
We podiumed. Full sweep. One thing I also wanted to bring up on that Bell thing, I mean, I like the trade, obviously I did it, but then Seattle went and rode my coattails and probably got a better deal than I got.
Yeah, I did see that.
I completely forgot what that one was on.
He gave up Bell for Kenyon Drake, DeMarco Murray, Josh Gordon, 114 this year, 204 this year, 406, and 2 firsts next year.
Oh,
okay.
Fucking moly.
I mean, yeah, he got more simply out of the amount of shit he got. I mean, a lot of those players are arguably not worth ton.
Yeah, I'd take Hopkins over Murray for sure.
Well, Murray's pretty much dead.
Well, he's not even on the team right now, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I guess if you look at it, would you rather have Drake, Murray, Josh Gordon, 114, 204, and 406, or Hopkins?
Hopkins, probably.
Hopkins.
That's cool. Sure. Suck it, Will. I win. Oh, and I said the first, right?
But that changes if Murray picks up a starting spot somewhere. But
yeah,
if he doesn't, and then he's just contract dead weight, which weighs down that trade a little bit. I
mean, I imagine he'll get on a team, but with how many running backs are in this draft class, and there's not a ton of open gaps in other teams. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, he would have been picked up by now.
Yeah, not to mention teams leaning more toward committee.
Well, I mean, he's a perfect committee back. I mean,
that's true, I guess. Well, I mean, he was more of a bell cow even with Henry.
Yeah, but I mean, he could be part of a committee. I mean, watch, like, he's still a free agent in like week 6. The Patriots just pick him up, and he's just 2016 Blunt all over again.
Yeah, he's the Garrett Blunt of this year.
Yeah. All right, moving on
from TDs and yards.
That only happened like once.
Getting distracted by Dean's mock draft he just posted. Kind of looks awfully similar to some of the bigger names that are out there. Mock drafts. So I wonder how much of this was on his own.
Yeah, I read the first couple and they looked pretty familiar, but
yeah.
Oh well.
And
I don't read a lot of mock drafts.
No. His first 4 are identical to Mike Mayock's. Actually, yeah, pretty much.
One other trade that I wanted to talk about is the Jason giving up the 101 for the 102, a third, and Delvin Cook.
I mean, Mark is just going to take Barkley with it. So basically, you look at it as, Barkley for Cook plus the picks. I like Jason's side. Like, Cook showed that he could be a very, very good back before the injury. So as long as he comes back even close to that, I think he's getting the better trade.
Yeah, I feel like he probably could have gotten more, but I still like his side.
I was going to say, I think most people believe Jason won that trade by arguably almost a landslide. Like, he made Mark pay for that 101. And I mean, depending on where Barkley ends up, who knows? I can't remember who said it the other day in Slack, was like, Barkley's this year's Trent Richardson, which I thought was kind of funny.
I'd be all right with that.
But yeah, I heard some news, I think it was on Twitter the other day, that might have been today, or it was this week for sure, that Cook is actually doing really looking good. So I think if he comes back to even, at this season, 90% of what he was looking like last year, Jason will be all right with that.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, he gets to pick right after that. So I mean, it's not like he's going to – well, he might get a bad player. since the draft's not a science. But
I mean, they both could.
Yeah, Barkley could easily bust. So
I mean, anyone can bust. Could come back and bust.
I'm just saying, Jason knew he was trading away Barkley at that point.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Jason's been trying to trade down. He's still trying to get out of the 102. I don't know who hasn't received a trade offer for the 102.
I haven't, Jason.
If you haven't, consider yourself lucky, because I think I get a trade offer every other day for the 102, even though I keep telling them I don't really want the 102.
Okay. Another big one was, where did it go?
I love Spencer's segues.
What? I don't see you segueing to anything.
I'm not segueing shit. I'm just saying I like yours.
Show you a segue.
That's some nice ass segues, man.
You can transition to the next one.
I'm gonna start building some cool segues with some awesome like transition PowerPoint art.
I was just about to say you need like the fade in or like the one where they haul ass in and like screech.
I like the one where it's like the rectangle that like fucking flies around the screen in an obnoxious manner. That'd be a good
one. Do we care about the AFC trade for some first round picks moving around?
What trade was that?
Andrew gave up the 111, 209.
Oh, we don't need to discuss Andy. He gets enough.
Not about you, Andy. Moving on.
And then my David Johnson for Freeman Diggs at 2-4s. Any thoughts?
Sorry, I missed it. What was it again? I forgot that trade already. David
Johnson for Devontae Freeman, Stephon Diggs, and 2-4s.
I like that trade for you. I mean, you get Freeman, who I guess he is kind of a wild card, but you could say he's arguably one of the better backs right now. It's tough with Coleman there taking some of his reps. Diggs, as long as you get Diggs of last year, I mean, well, you got to like that. But I think with a new quarterback, I think having Cousins there boosts Diggs' value and potential. So two very good starters for giving up DJ, who, I mean, granted, it was a wrist injury, so not hindering his leg performance at all, but the Cardinals are kind of in a little bit of a mess right now with not anyone to lead the ship. So you wonder how much the teams are going to just start loading the box, trying just to stop the run on that for him, since they don't have a quarterback option right now. Or I guess they do, Bradford.
Dude, they got a sick quarterback option for like 3 games.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, dude, you hate on Bradford. When he plays, that dude's a monster. It's just he doesn't play very much.
Just crushed it.
I think he's got to play, and a lot of his passes are pretty short.
Week 1, number 2 quarterback in the league. Just try to stop him.
You don't really have to.
Mark brought up a good.
You have him, Travis.
Broncos trying to do a Glennon on poor Case Keenum.
As far as your David Johnson trade, I'm not super big on Freeman. I've never seen or never really agreed with some people who value him super highly. But the fact that you got Diggs with him along with a couple 4s, I honestly think you probably could have got more for Johnson. But I don't think it's bad. And if you value Freeman higher, then obviously it tips the scales a little bit. But for some reason, I don't see it with Freeman. He's obviously good. It's just I think a lot of his success was Shanahan related, and I'm not sure how he'll perform going forward.
Well, he didn't have Shanahan last year.
Yeah, and he didn't do that well.
He was like the number.
He had 268 points.
But he missed 2 games, but point per game, he was number 12.
Yeah, he missed 2 games, yeah. This is true.
But, I mean, I wanted somebody I could slot in and start every week.
Yeah. And, like, both of those guys are easy starters.
Yeah.
So, obviously it's not David Johnson level, but you'll probably get more points out of the 2 of them than you would out of Johnson on his own. So,
We'll see.
If you didn't have 5 offensive like every week starters, then I think it's a good trade for you.
Okay. Transition.
Ooh. Ooh. That one was spicy.
Is there any other good ones you guys wanted to cover?
No.
Good. Neither do I.
Oh, plus
Jason.
We just had RNT drop last night, and he covers all of the trades for everyone. And he probably gives them the best analysis in the league.
Well, in that case, I'm going to cover one more. The Dean and Jason trade for moving Jason moving the 107 for the 114, 116, and 212. There's a couple sticks in there, but nobody cares.
Oh, you mean Dean moving up to 107?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. It's Jason taking advantage of Dean.
Did anybody else get some rapey offers like that from Jason?
I was gonna say, have you checked my inbox? I tell him every offer is like a trade. He's just trying to run or drag you through the coals a little bit.
I mean, Jason will do some trades. They're not that bad, but he just gets that confidence. Once he just bends somebody over, he just gets that momentum.
Yeah, he's swinging for the fences on everybody out of nowhere.
Somebody got an email.
Shut off that phone, otherwise we're going to call poor Matt on our asses. You shut off your phone. We're doing a show.
That's some poor production. I'm sorry.
Unprofessional, Travis.
I forgot that. You know what? I'm not going to make excuses.
Like a champion.
For shame, Travis. For shame.
Also, Jason's definitely one of those guys that likes to trade just for fun, not necessarily because it makes his team better. He just likes trading.
That just started, I want to say, last year when he realized his team was done in the first few weeks, and he started trading away all those top players and getting these first-round picks. And after that, he's just a completely different man. He just wants to trade constantly. He just needs the action. Needs a little hit.
He's a damn addict.
He is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably get an offer from him almost every day, even though I tell him, not interested. You're coming after the same trade we just talked about yesterday. My mind hasn't changed. Still not interested.
Does he come after your guys' good rookies too? Or not good rookies, but good players on rookie contracts?
Yeah.
He got one of them, yeah.
Yeah, that's who he's always coming after for me. He's not interested in anybody on my team except Jordan Howard and Hunter Henry. That's it. And he's like, give me that shit for like a fucking late 2. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But you could draft Jordan Howard or Hunter Henry with that pick, Travis.
That's true. That is very true.
Hey, Travis, will you just talk about the time that you drafted Jordan Howard just a little bit? I just want to hear that story again. What was going through your mind at that point?
You're just trying to fuck with poor Matt. I don't even remember who he took. Who did Matt take right before me?
I don't know, but he was so pissed because you said you weren't interested in Howard. And
yeah, he called me, and I knew he was going to try to rake me over the coals. I was like, can I bluff him into not picking Jordan Howard? And it worked. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he took Stuart Cravens. That's right. I'd say that was. I regret that. That's a good choice, man. But it was risky. I was worried about the bluff. I was sweating the whole time he was on the clock after I talked to him. But saw him pick Cravens, and I was like, "Whoo, whoo. Be still, my beating heart."
Oh man!
No, I think it'd be nice to eventually have a first-round pick in this fucking league.
This is the first year I've had one.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
I mean, Travis, technically you do have a first round pick.
I mean, I don't possess
his name. His name is Calais Campbell.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And he took you to the playoffs. He took you to the promised land.
He showed up on my team, underperformed, and then held out. I love it.
Oh shit. All right. Transition. Do we care about franchise tagging at all?
I don't even know what to say about franchise tagging. And then let alone the shitstorm that happened during transition tagging.
That's more entertaining. Let's go with that.
Well, I mean, the huge contract prices are going to have ramifications from franchise tagging too. Especially the ones like fucking Gurley on 3 years.
Oh yeah, that's a massive one.
Like 46 mil 3 years or something it was. It's fucking insane. And then they rationalize it. Oh, the salary cap's going to go up. Well, yeah, but that's so much of your fucking money. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Who was it? Somebody did like a point per dollar, or how much it cost you per point for certain players.
I think it was it Jai who runs those stats?
It was either Jai
you and Jai should do some collaboration work on stats.
I think it was either Jai or Josh, and they did
and then put it behind a paywall
early on
the league website. Make us pay for our own content.
That's perfect.
There's your job, Travis. You and Jai can produce stats for the website.
Just sticking my fingers in the honey pot the whole time. That's all good.
That's a really gross way of doing that. You're like, oh.
How would you like me to do it? Like all daintily?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen anybody eat honey with their hands besides Winnie the Pooh.
It's not literal, Spencer.
I'm well aware of that.
We don't have an actual like league honey pot just sitting around.
Daddy like.
But yeah, no, I just think that those contracts people are gonna regret that shit. That is too much money to spend on a single player.
What about
and
for Bobby
and they
Wagner?
talk like, well, you get your cap back if they get injured. Sure, but everybody else already fucking signed all their free agents, and what are you gonna give up when all of your fucking value is tied up in a couple players?
That's what I did last year.
Matt broke that down.
Worked out
in
well.
RT.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got the 1-on-1 out of it.
Whoa.
Matt already talked to Carolina Nils about taking on one of those massive contracts.
Yeah, and
You guys
I think
need
that
to listen to the content.
I haven't had a chance
on
to listen to
the website. I only listened to half of it because I didn't.
Yeah, I just dropped my parents off at the airport today, and I needed a minute to relax. And you know what's not relaxing? Listening to Matt scream in my ears for an hour.
I was going to say having your ears bleed.
An hour.
Yeah. It's entertaining, but it's not relaxing.
It was an hour. It was an hour and 11 minutes, if that helps.
Okay. So he's been sticking to his promise to keep him shorter. I like that.
I'm going to give you guys a pro tip. I listen to him at like 1.25 or 1.5 speed. He's just insane. And he sounds funnier. But one transition to or a franchise tag I didn't want to talk about was Bobby Wagner, $20 million. Get it, Bobby.
He needs a contract.
The IDP getting some respect. The fuck was that?
There.
Did I die or did you guys die?
I just didn't know if you were done talking, actually.
I just died inside.
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying you don't see IDP players get contracts that high.
No, it's
how many linebackers though this year have contracts that are 15 million plus? There's at least
Quite a few.
4,
good stat,
5 maybe. Yeah, Travis, stats now.
All right, I will look it up. I guess
over 15, 3 people in the AFC.
I guess that counts.
3 in the AFC.
That, man.
I mean, there's a 14-8, a 14-4, 14-2,
Okay.
13-9.
Still, those are pretty large contracts for
LBs.
IDP. Well, compared to what we're used to, because I think at the start of this league, everyone was freaking out when we saw people going for 10. People were like, "Oh my God, you're going to spend $10 million on a linebacker?"
Yeah, now people are They're acting like they won it all on black, and now they're just fucking money, baby, everywhere. Win the first bet at Vegas is fucking everything's out.
Yeah.
Not to mention you had to give him a first for him.
True.
Anyways, that was a
What about the McCoy thing? Have we heard about that? I haven't been paying attention. I gave up on listening to Dean.
He's still sitting on that.
What's the bidding at? Does anybody know? I haven't looked. I was going to wait till the last minute. Swoop in.
I think last I looked, it was...
I could look, I suppose.
28 or something. I don't remember. I haven't been able to look in a while, so...
And now on the message board, it's Cleveland with 30.
That's it?
But I'm surprised. You should swoop in for Bowman, though.
No.
Yeah, Cleveland for 30 is McCoy's, yep.
You don't want to get that Bowman contract?
No. I don't.
Why not? That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm good.
That's a cheap linebacker.
Yeah. Dude, that's like 1/4 the cost of Gurley. They're giving that shit away.
Well, when you put it in those terms, fucking sign me up. So how about this draft?
Baltimore Matt just shut us off.
Oh no!
He's probably watching the draft.
We did have a request to do an EG pick, first round pick, or first 101 pick, who we think it's going to be by none other than Andy.
It will be a player to the Browns. Just look at
hot.
Look at Dean's mock draft, man.
Oh yeah,
write it down in gold.
Write it down.
Wait, I gotta be honest. I did not look at Dean's mock draft.
He has Darnold going 101 to Browns.
Gotcha.
I'll go with Rosen.
I was gonna say this morning, all you could hear about was that it was between Allen and Mayfield.
I put it down. Rosen. Spencer guarantee.
There's no way it's Rosen.
I don't even care.
Yeah, it's got to be Darnold. I don't think it's anybody but Darnold unless they trade out. And I don't think they should trade out. So
yeah,
I'm sure they value my opinion quite highly too over the Browns front office. So
I'm just gonna do the wild card, even though I think this guy's gonna totally fail because he's Johnny 2.0. Baker Mayfield. Gonna be a 101.
We're all just gonna pick different QBs.
Hell yeah.
I heard probably the best bit of advice that I could hear on the radio. And when somebody asked who the Browns should take with the first overall pick, somebody suggested a new owner.
Dude, a new head coach wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, that would. If they could draft a front office with the first overall pick, I think it'd be a worthwhile pick.
Because I mean, whoever they take, whatever QB they take, is gonna sit there for a year.
I don't know about that, but
I think so. What?
Tyler got benched in Buffalo for Nate Peterman.
Yeah, well, that was a really, really dumb decision.
I'm not saying it was.
I think Tyrod is a perfectly good bridge player for a year. I mean, Trubisky didn't get thrown in until partway through the season for Glennon, and Glennon was horrible for how many weeks?
But
that was a smart play. You don't throw those guys right or to the wolves right away.
I'm not saying he's not going to start the season, or I'm not saying he's going to start the season, but I'm saying if you think that was a dumb move by the Bills, are you saying that the Browns are incapable of making a dumb move?
I mean, historically, that's just not true.
That's not. Yeah. You're right. You prove me wrong every day.
What I'm here for, man.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, the Browns have fucked up before with plenty of decent QBs on the board. So, but at 101, how do you fuck up 101? Right?
It's
the pick. I mean, I guess that comes down to their scouting office, which, you know, but oh
so
shit!
What?
My draft stream crashed.
Oh, they're not doing anything yet.
I wanted to try to lip read Troy Aikman for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, something's being narrated by Matthew McConaughey.
Texas football. Are we going to bring in a guest? Is there anyone that wants to come onto the show and just like say hi, chat it up for a little bit? I feel like
the original hangout.
Yeah,
gentlemen.
I feel like educated guesses always we always get the shaft from the higher ups. They give us these impossible tasks to try and do. You know, their expectations are unrealistic in my mind.
Yeah.
We're not bringing Andy on. Jai. God dang.
Jai, why don't you come on, man? You
Jai
can
never comes on
explain.
anymore.
You can explain your horrible mismanagement of the transition tag situation.
Get out of pitchforks, baby.
Yeah. Jai, get in here and explain to the league.
How could you let something like this happen, Jai? How?
Yeah, we want answers. We want answers.
Unbelievable.
On EGS, we demand answers. We don't settle. We dig for the truth.
I mean, we kind of settle, but
yeah, we settle kind of a lot. Also, we're very easily distracted, so
yeah, that's not true.
Yeah, no one wants to come on, apparently.
Everybody likes to throw their tomatoes from the stands, but nobody wants to come on.
The clock has started. We have 8 minutes. 28 different starting QBs since 1999. Holy shit. Dang.
Dude, all my streams keep crashing. What is this garbage?
I'll take this time to do a commercial for my favorite bourbon. Enjoy.
Was that the whole commercial?
Yep. I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
I mean, it's sad we can read.
Nope.
I mean, maybe not Dean, but the rest of us.
Did you guys hear that NFL Network and ESPN and some other networks like agreed to stop tweeting the picks before they were announced?
Really?
Yeah, because last year it was like bad. Like at one point, I think in the second or third round, they were like 2 picks ahead of what was announced. Did we lose Nathan?
No, I'm here. Sorry, I was looking at the old TV in front of me. Oh my God, I didn't know Darnold had a giant mole on his face.
Dude, you can barely see it.
Undraftable.
You can barely see it.
God, what was I going to say? Oh, we were going to talk about, speaking of Twitter. So yeah, I called out Xfinity on Twitter today.
Did that work?
Oh, hell yeah. They dropped that fee instantly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What did they charge you for?
So one of my roommates is leaving, and he signed a 2-year contract. And so when he's moving to his place, they just transferred over to his place.
Mm-hmm.
So I called and was like, hey, okay, we already, like, everything's set up. We already have all the equipment, but all we want to do is just, like, do like internet in this name now since this current package is like leaving. And they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. So this will be your monthly rate, but there's the one-time $90 installation fee. And I was like, what do you have to install? What do you
It's
mean?
already installed.
Yeah. And they're like, well, we want to come out and make sure everything's working right. And I'm like, it is working just fine. I currently use it every day. So I don't need anyone to come in and install. I can plug the cable in myself. And they were not budging. And I was like, well, what happened to the self-install? And they're like, oh, it doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, then I, after like a half hour of speaking to them, got nowhere with the online customer service. So I sent a nice little tweet out, and within like seconds, Comcast Cares contacted me, and after like a few exchanges in direct messages, because obviously they don't want to have that conversation over the actual where everyone can see it. They said, "Oh yeah, we'll drop that $90 installation fee."
Did you tweet back and be like, "Thanks, homies. I appreciate your work."
No.
No.
You should have just tweeted out like,
I'm
"Hey,
not-
all you
I'm
gotta
not-
do is bitch on social media, and they'll take it off."
I'm not gonna remove those tweets until I see my first bill.
That's so dumb that you have to jump through those kind of fucking hoops and
Yeah.
publicly
Now-
trash them for them to back down.
Now, if only the other person I publicly trash for having paywalls would, figure it out.
That'll never happen, man.
I know. It's an unfortunate thing.
Josh has got to save up that money so he can go visit John Elway some more.
Or take his wife out to dinner. That's what he did with the 8,000 donated dollars that he got.
Whew. That seems borderline fraudulent.
Nathan, can you, beyond the fact that he may or may not have taken somebody out to dinner with that money, can you explain your grief on that?
On what? Paywalls?
No, I meant that Josh raising that money.
Oh, well, the fact that he raises the money, he asks for donations to pay for data that he then is going to turn around and sell back to us. I don't like it.
That's a fair point. Donations to keep the site running, and then charging
No,
people
it's not even.
site is gonna.
No, I guarantee he's going to put this behind one of the league websites that he writes for, and they'll give you the glimpse of the article where you can read like the intro, and then you get past the intro, and it's like, to continue reading, you can pay $3 or pay this yearly subscription. It's like, fuck you.
Did he say that's what he's doing, or are you assuming that?
Oh, I'm assuming because it's Josh, and that's something that he would do.
Okay, I'm just asking because
Why are you trying to defend Josh right now?
I'm purely asking you questions.
We're supposed to be an echo chamber, Spencer.
Yeah.
Everybody says and thinks the same shit on this show, all right?
My bad. Fuck you, Josh.
Don't you fucking deviate.
What does Detroit Nate not understand about Google Hangouts?
He's like really trying to figure out computers right now. So
Yeah.
Struggling.
let's just let him
They struggle in Canada, apparently. Okay. Anyway,
How far is the stream behind the live? What's the timer at for you guys?
Timer's gone. So don't
Oh no!
pick is in.
We're gonna spoil it, Travis.
No. I'm still at
Drum roll. Oh, Detroit Nate wants to get on. The fake Nate wants to get on.
Yeah, I know. I was
He doesn't even.
I was just waiting for him
doesn't
to
even-
type out the actual request instead of me trying to read his dumbass thoughts. He's just like Lark. What do you want to link for, dude?
That's like Kurt. Kurt
invite me to
always
the show.
lame.
Invite me to the show. Are you a fucking vampire? You can't come in without an invitation?
To be fair, he didn't need a link, but he could have asked, "Hey, can I get a link to join the show?" And then
Yeah,
it
dude,
would
you
have
just
said,
got to yell link in all caps. That's how I always do it.
yeah, all I really needed was, "Hey, can I get a link to the show? Or to join the show?" Here you go. Problem solved.
You're gonna scare our one and only guest.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Our solo guest and viewer.
No, we were up to 8 or 9 at one point.
Oh my God. Good thing you didn't tell me that. I get stage fright.
Here it goes. Here comes the pick.
Oh,
Goodell out. Live play-by-play. Stands at the podium.
I'm at the edge of my seat.
Starts to read.
oh, Twitter broke it first.
Really?
Yeah,
I missed it.
read it. You
I
can't read it.
can't read it. It's too blurry.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Baker Mayfield.
Oh! Oh!
Nathan froze in the celebration.
Yeah.
Baker. Told
They
you.
actually took Mayfield, huh?
Told you. Johnny.
Are they gonna join or what? Is he just hiding in the corners now?
He's chilling out.
I actually thought that was a really long shot. I did not think Baker Mayfield would be the number one overall pick.
Shit, I should look. I'm pretty sure I made a bunch of random $1 bets for picks being made like a couple months ago.
Does this change the Browns franchise?
They have another quarterback.
So do you think are Giants going to take QB or are they going to take Barkley?
Giants, I heard they wanted to trade down. At least that's what Mark was barking about.
Oh my God, Tiffany said something? What?
Oh my God, Swarmer
She's
like
alive.
flies.
Get her, boys.
Of course Eric likes Mayfield. I'm sure Aaron told him to like Mayfield.
Yeah, the Giants are probably going to take Barkley. I don't think they should. Did the Vikings? The Giants, did they trade up or who traded up? Was it Jets?
Jets.
Okay.
Jets.
So they're taking the quarterback, hopefully.
Yep.
I mean, they need to. How long is Eli going to last?
Which QB did the Jets take? That's the real question.
That's a good question.
I think then they take I think they take Allen. I know Josh hates Allen, but Josh hates everything other than himself and free donated money, apparently. But it's just Josh. Cool.
All right. Cool.
Sweet.
Cool. Well, we get some people to join. Otherwise, people are just going to be like watching us watch TV. It's going to be pretty
Hell
fun.
yeah.
Well,
I'm fine with
Detroit
them.
Nate is going to be joining, but
I'm
Yeah,
glad he was like ranting about trying to get some undescribed link to a show, and then it's like I'm not going to join.
Yeah,
He
I
said-
do agree with them. I do
Yeah.
think they take Darnold. I just don't think they expected him to be available.
So Dean's mock draft is already off.
0 for 1, Dean.
0% correct.
I will mock you, even though I would also be 0 for 1 right now. With
I'm
no
1 for 1 right now, and that's
no
recorded
self-awareness.
in history.
I will mock him with 0 self-awareness.
And that's
No self-awareness.
in history. Oh, who's lagging? Oh goodness!
I will mock him
Here.
with 0 Is that a baby?
My baby.
I gotta watch my language now?
No, I'm just hopping in for a second. Dallas playing down over,
in history. Oh,
sorry.
Oh,
I know I gotta do
goodness.
something.
Is that a baby?
Sorry.
Just hopping in for a second.
Who's Natasha?
There we go. Is it good?
Yeah, it's better.
Dude, you guys remember that show, Johnny Quest?
Say hello, Nora. Hello.
Oh, you just stole your baby's name, Spencer.
I think.
Yeah, well,
his
he,
is born
oh my
first.
God, what's he gonna steal from me, Nate? He steals your first name. He steals Spencer's firstborn's name.
How old
What?
is Spencer's firstborn?
17. I win. She ages very fast.
Next pick in Barkley.
Nah, they gotta go QB.
You think they're going to take quarterback now that the Browns blew it?
They might get somebody to sit behind Eli for a year.
I don't know. I'm glad because I thought my Jets were destined to have that asshole as a quarterback.
I'm 2 for 2.
Close yours.
Plus they got I'm taking it that they took Barkley.
Barkley, wow.
I'm 2 for 2 in my draft here.
Smoking it, dude.
Where's Kurt? I want my $100, Kurt.
Do you curl your hair every day?
Nah, it comes out looking this good.
Oh, interesting.
Oh my goodness. Fucking Slack is murdering my ears.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back. I got to put her to bed.
Hey, they took Barkley.
You know why they took him? He's big name, big market. They want to make a splash like that. They shouldn't take him. They should have took him. Take a quarterback, but the Giants.
He's a big name, but also quite a few quarterbacks and those big names as well.
Yeah.
Paul Perkins' value just fucking disintegrated.
Granted, a lot of the big names though are all on defense this year. And
You know what I actually read about the Giants was they're actually they're interested in giving Webb a shot. They think that Webb might be the guy to back for Eli, so it's not surprising they're not selling out for a quarterback, right?
it's an interesting take for that one. So Nate, you've been in the league how long now? How long have you listened
Since
to you?
January.
January. Thoughts so far? You got 2 shows under your belt. I haven't watched either one of them. Back, I watched the first one on fast speed. It was very long. I haven't had a chance to watch it.
I can't. Is it me or you that's breaking up?
I don't know.
Probably him.
Probably me.
Our
Wouldn't be
community.
surprised.
Were
Could be you.
Complimenting how good our shows were? Is that what you're doing?
No, I said I watched the first one briefly because I was just trying to fast forward through it because it was, I don't know how long, like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next one was, 20 minutes? I haven't
Yeah.
watched that one yet. But
It was 12 minutes with 8 minutes of random football highlights.
Consistent quality production that's what we do here at EG as well.
Come
Okay.
watch us watch TV.
Yeah, consistently twice a year.
Gonna pump it out, right?
So Nate, how have you reached out to the new owner, Tiffany? We're trying to get her on the show. Or Spence is trying, but he's not trying really hard.
I have not tried, so that's how hard I'm trying.
I've reached out and seen what she was interested in for trades. That's about it.
You want to give us any insight?
You still gotta get. I think she's still got to figure some things out for the way the scoring is and everything. It's good she has a 7-day grace period because I guarantee Brian's filling her box right now. No,
Oh.
Ooh,
Brian is filling her inbox
there we go. Jesus.
with some terrible offers.
This
Well,
thing
guys,
is-
we had a good run.
Yeah, this thing's barely YouTube safe at this point.
Is Luke back on our show? What happened here? Actually, Luke would never be back on our show, I don't think.
I would actually like that. I would like to see you and Luke just scream at each other for about 45 minutes.
Oh, I wouldn't scream.
So-
Calm,
So
collected.
fake Nate. Let's
You're
talk.
fake, Nate. Get out of here before I slap shit out of you.
You're hairy Nate. I'm. So I agree with you 100% on Josh. If you're going $8,000 on a GoFundMe, you shouldn't say I will share whatever I figure out from the fucking data. You should say, anyone who sponsors me, I will share what I bought with you, and I will also give you my insight. He's going to have that. He's going to milk the play-by-play data. He's going to milk that. He'll throw in a couple of sprinkles for whoever donated, and the rest of that's going to be stuck behind a paywall.
Oh yeah, hence why I did not donate.
Are we Josh bashing right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
It's a classic segment.
But it's like I don't understand. Like I was kind of chuckling. Was that actually Harry Nate that was the one trolling him about eating the binder, or was that just a random guy?
Eating a binder?
Yeah. Did you see whatever the guy was saying? Why the fuck are people donating to this? I'll eat a binder if you give me money. I would have given that.
Yeah, for like $5,000, I'll eat a binder.
No, that was not me. I
missed opportunity, Nathan.
Yeah, I have some ones saved up. Mine was the one with the Trump gif of building a wall. The one with the State Farm fisherman guy fishing with a dollar, hanging the dollar over the girl's head. So.
Are you done pretending that that's not your Twitter account? Is that over now?
I think when Andy didn't realize that was the longest time, so I let it hang that it wasn't, or I kept trying to pretend that it wasn't me just to keep that joke rolling.
Is Air Yards under a paywall already, or I've never even checked it out.
No. That's my website. It's completely free.
Our live Tron correspondent.
Yeah. Andy. Jamaica's did
singer for
the show. He just heckled, just peppered his Slack with messages. Turn off your notification noise.
Me?
Or is that Nate?
Not me.
It's so funny. I thought my fucking Slack was blowing up, and I'm looking over. It's like I don't have any fucking notifications. Why do I keep hearing the goddamn Slack noise?
No, I turned mine off.
Tell Brian to start messaging you.
I think I turned it off. I think I snoozed the shit.
Sam Darnold? Who they picking?
It's got to be Darnold, right?
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm going to point out I'm 3 for 3 with my.
Do you have proof? Do you have proof of this?
Yeah. Can I share my screen?
I'm 4 for 4.
No, I'd rather not.
I'll share my screen. I can type pretty quick. So
share my screen. I'll show you the DM that I sent Kansas this morning. Oh, I share my screen
to the entire state of Kansas.
Here, share screen. There we go. Application.
With that, you're gonna get fucking doxxed.
There you go.
Talking about.
Can you see mine or no?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, 10:28 a.m. Mayfield, Barkley, Darnold. Should be Bradley Chubb next.
You better keep going. You only got 12 out there.
What's number 5 or 6?
I put Ward 5, Nelson 6. We'll see. 3 for 3. I just want $600.
Who's taking Josh Allen? Or I mean,
I have it 11.
Allen and Rosen. Okay.
I have Allen, at 11 with was it Buffalo? I forget what teams were where now. When I was matching up before, so we're there. I'm on my way.
Cool. Spring.
Next up, Bradley Chubb.
So, is Rosen the one that had the whole Twitter shit today?
No,
that was Allen. Pay attention.
That was Allen. No, so you can tell how much I'm paying attention to this.
I know.
About as much as you pay attention to the IFL.
Oh.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Fucking spooky ghost shit going on. That reaction.
I know, Nate got me, man. It hit me right in the gut right there.
All right. We're losing traction of our show here.
Okay. What's the next
topic?
topic?
Why Darnold was a great pick for the Jets.
Transition here, Spencer.
I don't think it is.
What? Oh, I stopped paying attention to our own show.
Transition, Spence. I don't know. I guess I've never been a fan of Darnold. I guess I didn't really watch him play a ton at USC, but I think it's just his name.
Analysis.
I don't like his name.
Who would, or his haircut? His haircut's pretty fucking bad.
And the
too.
mole.
West
I preferred Allen, but
Yeah, that mole cost him 2 spots, honestly.
For sure.
What about Drew Brees? Got a great mole.
Well, he got it surgically removed, though, didn't he?
Brees, did he?
Yeah. He's got a big old fucking scar on his cheek.
Travis knows everything about Drew Brees.
Yeah, including his 2014 pass stats. That's it. That's all I know. So now I know that he had 33 TDs that year, too. So.
He's lagging. Boo him. Boo him. Boo him.
So it's the guy lagging.
Okay. What else? Did we want to talk? We were on transition tag before the first pick came in, but Jai ran and hid our questions.
So what do you want to talk about? The transition tags. I got all of the information.
Oh, never mind. I forgot. Andy's in the room. We shouldn't talk about transition tags.
I'm just busting. I don't even want to talk about that shit.
Andy, have you creeped out Tiffany yet?
No, not at all.
She's going to be creeped out when she hears what you said in the first 30 seconds you were on this.
Yeah, true. I don't think you get to talk here, Nate.
Yeah, we already had some trade talks, but obviously we haven't ironed anything out because it's not even worth it yet.
It's not worth it. It's always worth it. Should always be working the trade. That's my motto.
I'm not getting my hopes up. How about that?
I'm always out there trying to work those trade lines.
Yes, you are. You are the busiest trader in our league.
He is
Nathan's well known for it.
He's just all about filling up the boxes. Yep. Just getting after it. Relentless.
You should trade away all your picks before the draft starts.
I mean, that's what Jason wants me to do, essentially.
He probably wants everyone in the league to do that for him.
Dude, you're consolidating your picks. It's like consolidating student loan debt. You think you're getting less, but it's all going to one spot.
Oh, shit. So we're really doing well here, boys.
Yeah, for 5 people in here, we are just crushing.
We're watching the draft at the same time, right?
Yeah, it's kind of tough to facilitate solid conversation when everyone's distracted.
Since joining this league, I don't think I've been able to see the actual pick live because it's announced on Twitter, wherever else you can find it before you actually see it happen. So,
all right, let's do this. Everybody, throw out your pick. The Cleveland Browns are taking who with number 4?
Lamar Jackson.
No, I'm with you. I think they take Chubb.
No, dude, they're gonna run Tyrod, Mayfield, Miller, or Lamar Jackson, triple or double Wildcat. Run that triple option.
Triple option, double Wildcat. I love it. There you
go. Nobody will see it coming.
Yeah, they got 2 quarterbacks and 2 running backs in the backfield or something.
That's too many people in the backfield. You can't do that.
Oh, damn it. Well, change the rules.
They'll have
pick is in. Pick is in.
Pick is in?
I thought Dean had better things to do.
Dude, he's got to stare out them glass windows.
Yeah. Dude, Dean is living the life just looking at shit.
Tiffany is over in the general chat. But she hasn't said anything in the general chat in the last 10 minutes.
People can just watch it, right?
And he's just got a live tracker on everybody.
Tracking each individual person's location.
It's all right.
So did Aaron fuck up by not bidding on any of those guys?
Yeah. I think Matt covered that in his show. Did you watch his show?
I did.
Nate? Fake Nate?
I'm asking for your opinion, Harry Fake Nate.
I've only watched half of it, so.
But did he actually just forget about it? That's what I was trying to figure out.
That's what it sounds like. That he just forgot about it.
I mean, that's easy to say, but what's to say that he just didn't want to bid on any of those players?
Well, as he dropped his
Denzel Ward.
Ooh.
Ooh, really?
Good job, Nate.
Yeah, Nate, good job.
I'm 4 for 4.
Oh, I'm 3 for 4.
Crushing it.
That's good percentage if you're playing baseball.
Oh, okay.
That's an insane percentage.
I had Ward going. I think I had Ward going 5th. I had Ward going next.
Now your whole fucking draft goes to shit now.
Done. Yeah, it's over.
Maybe you should say you get a part of it because he went earlier than you thought.
Yeah. I don't. Not many people had Ward going 4. That's for sure.
What do they do with all the? I know sometimes they make them like right there, but I want like looking Baker Mayfield to the Giants jersey or something like that.
I think
the ones that they present them.
Well, I think well, it doesn't cost that much to throw a different name. I know for a lot of times they just have Velcro and they just throw the fucking nameplate on the back.
They just slap them on after they're announced.
Is that a homer pick to keep him in his home state?
No, he's a hell of a cornerback. So
shut down cornerback.
He'll be a good addition for him for sure.
Denzel Ward Island.
Yeah.
It doesn't have quite the same ring to it as a Reese Island, man.
Andy nicknames is not your thing.
So does Denver? Here's the question for Denver coming up. The thought process is if they pick a quarterback, they're basically admitting that they're fucked and they have no chance to make the playoffs or Super Bowl. I think they take Nelson.
Broncos here. You think they trust Keenum enough?
I don't think they draft a quarterback.
No,
I think
they
they trust
won't.
Keenum enough. I think they go for Nelson or Chubb. They try to strengthen their line either side.
We got a question that came in. If anybody wants it,
do it. Oh, Travis, that glistening head.
Dude, I got sunburn and I have just had to just constantly lotion it so I don't just fall apart at the fucking seams up here.
just staying lubed. I like it.
Yeah. I just have a vat of lotion in the bathroom. I just go in and just dip my head into it.
Oh boy.
Is Chubb the best on the board right now across the board?
What are your guys' impressions of the other shows? Is the question I got.
Is that anonymous, or do we know?
Nope. It's anonymous.
Anonymous.
Rippin' and Taryn is falling apart. I don't know what's going on.
I think his production quality has actually gotten a lot better now that he stopped working and got a new mic. He still has some volume issues. I'll say that.
The volume between the clips and him talking is always insane.
Yeah. They've gotten better, but they used to be.
Yeah, they have gotten better.
The loud drink breaks kill my speakers every time.
What kind of speakers you running? What kind of speakers do they have in Canada, I guess?
Laptop speakers.
Let's see. Fully Torqued was funny. I really enjoyed that one.
I never got around to that one. I'll probably catch it before the next one, though.
You think Fully Torqued every 16 months is a good thing for the league?
Sure. Why not? Take all the material that you have for the...
Yeah.
No, I think there was good production.
Yeah. I'm of the opinion that we don't need freaking 10 concurrent weekly shows. Nobody's got time for that shit.
Tell me about it.
I got a second question after we're done with this one.
I think it's over.
I think Danger Zone is by far one of the lowest rated ones.
What's that one?
That's the two new guys. That was the 2 hour one, and then the 20-minute one with 12 minutes of football highlights.
Doing a show from the
so
bar.
watch the good one.
I mean, they're both not great. You have to sit there and look at Denver, who should wear the deepest V imaginable, and he's either in his office or he's at a bar on his cell phone doing a show. He's just really bad. Has really bad takes.
I mean, the only person that can get away with a cell phone at the bar is DJ.
Yeah, that's
just
DJ's.
part of his persona at this point. He's always in some crowded ass public area on his phone.
He's never not surrounded by people.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful women is what he always says too. Beautiful women.
I think in one of the earlier ones, he like chased down some. That
He
sounded
did.
really bad. Not chased him down, but called them
Get
over.
over here. Be on my fantasy football show.
Yeah, he called him over when we had him on our show.
Many years ago.
Yep. Let's see. What other shows do we have? We have Luke's. I haven't watched the last one or listened. It's not a watching show. I don't even know. What else do we have out
We
there?
got TMI,
That show's dead.
the Ocho.
That show.
That's about it.
Yeah. We have too much content. Almost.
I don't know. That fucking green screen
overwhelming.
shit with Casey Kurt was like,
Oh, Kurt is
that shit still haunts my nightmares every once in a while.
Kurt is easily one of the best parts of this league. I'm so happy he's in the chat more often now because he's a good daily laugh.
I prefer when he swoops in like once every 4 days and just lays down like 30 messages and then pieces out.
Yeah, just shits on people and then just dips out.
Is Bradford announcing this pick?
Is that Bradford in the wheelchair?
If only he was on the Broncos. That joke would have been much better.
After this pick, I got the next question from. I'll keep it anonymous too.
I've got a random question when it comes.
It's actually. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, so does anyone know what content is going to be put up for the Vegas draft, or is that all secret still?
It's all secret.
No.
I think it's just like make whatever you want to make, and then it all gets thrown into a pot, and they just draw shit out at random.
I will say this, Andy. We have been told for months that EG was up to do the draft show for months.
Yeah.
And guess what happens?
Pushed aside.
Yep. They pull the rug right out from beneath us.
Hey, we were going to interview some new candidates as well,
Exactly.
and then all of a sudden there's fucking people in the league. What happened?
And then we got Kurt just telling
I
us
think that was Kurt that just kind of
Bradley Chubb.
And
All Broncos are happy. All right, Andy, here's your question.
okay.
Marry, fuck, kill. Jax, Nate, Spencer, or Travis?
Damn it! I knew I was going to be on there. Fuck.
Yeah, it's going to be two of us and somebody else.
Yeah, I was hoping. Fake Nate was tacked on at the end.
Where did this come from?
It's anonymous. I can't reveal that source.
Is this
We get
Dallas?
one of these like every week.
Yeah,
We
Because-
have a show.
if you watched our show, Andy, you'd know that this is a very common question we get. TikTok. Let's go. Oh,
I'm baffled by this question. Marry, fucking kill. Okay.
look how red he's getting.
Red.
He's running the scenarios through in his mind.
Yeah.
Can't he choose fuck 3 times?
He's trying to picture a
Yeah.
retirement home, growing old with one of us. We could be snowbirds.
So I'd marry Travis because he's not an asshole.
Ooh,
That you know of.
Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Travis is probably the biggest asshole out of us three in real life.
Lives the same.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe, but I don't know.
I'd probably bend over Spencer.
Try.
Oh, so that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna
Well,
be.
see, it's a
Kick him.
it's a love kill.
Kick him.
It's a mercy killing.
All right. Who's Indianapolis go for here?
Nelson.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that they need a line really bad.
Watch. They're gonna pick a QB, and everybody's gonna shit their fucking pants about Andrew Luck.
They,
That would be awesome.
they need a line, but they also need a defense. Like the entire defense.
What about a defensive line?
When
I
does
don't
Andrew
think
Luck go on the IR?
I got nothing on him. I have no idea with that guy.
Let's be honest. We know they're picking a wide receiver.
It's the first round pick in Indy, baby. They gotta get a receiver.
The 2018 pick, Indianapolis Colts select Philip Dorsey.
They pick him again.
T.Y. Hilton. Wait, was T.Y. even a first?
I don't.
Do they tweet out? Do the teams tweet out before they make the pick? A lot of them, or do they just go make it first?
Half of them have been before the pick.
Or are we on a tape delay? Is that why? Oh,
I'm
no.
on DirecTV, so it's probably delayed.
Am I still the centerpiece of your EG show there, Nate?
Apparently you are. Because, well, that was the only question we got for you. Sorry.
I'm presenting to everybody, man. Nate's got them cameraman controls.
Still waiting for a
think I do.
trade. I thought we would have seen one by now.
Spencer does.
Sorry,
Where's DJ?
Where's Ja?
Yeah.
Well, pick is in.
Dude, my fingers are so crossed for Rosen right now.
That would be
They're
hilarious.
not taking a QB. That would be
No, I know they won't, but I just want to see it happen, just to see Colts fans just absolutely fucking go crazy.
They're still
With
married.
anger.
When did he get that contract? Is it last year or 2 years?
Awesome.
Oh shit! They actually made the pick that they should have made. That's incredible.
Didn't they? No, they drafted Hooker last year, didn't they?
Yes.
Chargers drafted Lamp, didn't they? Yeah. For some reason, I thought Lamp went to the Colts last year. But he's getting the back on his fucking pumped. This guy's like 60 and on his 60th beer, and he is just fucking pumped for that card.
Next Bucks.
Let's get Luke. Luke, who do they take?
Oh, Luke's on?
No, there's probably no way Luke's watching right now.
Oh, yeah. Luke doesn't care about our show.
Oh, Jason wasn't even in the channel. Wasn't even
I
watching the
invited him.
show.
Kevin Nelson.
He didn't hear us shitting on him earlier.
Nope.
39 cousins. That's good to know.
Cool.
Who do I got next? James going next.
Wow, you really went out on a limb with that one, didn't you?
Yep.
Which one is it?
Fuck, I was right. I got my top 6 pick right. You got to give me a little credit. Come on.
Nope, 100% nothing.
Fuck. Shit.
I'm 7 for 7.
Did you guys actually send Kurt a list of your top 12 or no?
No.
Yeah, I'm 7 for 7.
Nuts. I think actually Tampa Bay is probably going to go after a punter here. If I had to,
That actually be all right for them.
they're going after that. The punter everyone wants this year.
So are you mocking me, or you actually think that Derwin James going next is out on a limb?
No, I was mocking you because I feel like that was everyone's pick for Buccaneers. So I said, nice, or good job going out on a limb for that one.
Yeah. The Bills just traded up.
Did they?
Oh shit!
Who do they like? Who do the Bills
It's
like?
QB time.
Yeah, I think the Bills take a QB.
Rosen or Allen, though?
We're going to take Allen. Rosen he's a beaten man. He's a broken man.
Yeah, broken. Draft fallen.
No, he's got an injury history to him.
They're going to take Allen.
Oh,
Figuring with
Josh
Bill Mafia.
will shit a brick if they take Allen.
I actually in my mock that I did, I had Allen going 12 to the Bills, so maybe they figured that he's not going to last that long.
The Chicago Bears tweeted out SpongeBob with a Chicago hat on saying breathe. What the hell is this shit?
The tweet with
Don't know.
SpongeBob.
Don't know.
Curious what they got. Wonder what they gave up for him.
Brad is saying they traded 2 seconds to move up from 13th for 12th.
Can you trust anything Brad says? Brad he lies all time. Liar.
Liar.
Where's Dallas Bryant in here?
Yeah, where's Brian?
Dude, I bet Rosen.
The real question is, where's Washington Brian right now?
Not in the league.
Andy, I'm still waiting for your and Dean's show together. I think that'll be gold, man.
I do not associate with the Deans.
I thought you guys is Dean multiple now? Deans?
Give me them Jimmy Deans.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a good blanket.
I think you guys could make a really solid once every 4 months show.
Can we call Dean Jimmy Dean?
And I guarantee on that show, Dean would have a shirt off for the entire show.
How about we just skip Jimmy Dean and go straight to Sausage Link?
He'll probably do it from his 300th floor corner window.
300th floor.
I heard Dean doesn't even have an office. He just gets flown around in a private jet all day, and that's his office.
I heard it's a space shuttle. He's on the moon right now.
He's personally colonizing the moon right now. He's terraforming himself.
Apparently, Denver was originally going to move back until Chubb was available for them, and they canceled the trade to the Bills. So the Bills had to switch over to the Bucks.
Well, yeah, because they can get freaking James anytime.
Jameis.
Andy, do you purposely shave so that your mustache is disconnected from your neck beard?
Yeah, it moves the shit out of me where it grows in.
Interesting choice.
Yes.
Can we draw on it?
Actually, it doesn't complete itself, so it looks actually pretty damn stupid. So, I mean, so it only grows like right in here, and I shave it.
Why do you shave the soul patch?
Hmm?
Why do you shave your soul patch?
Right here?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of the same thing, annoying.
Sure.
Rocket.
My bad.
Okay. Just
Pick is in.
Throw it out.
The soul patch.
Do they charge for tickets to the draft, or are those free?
You have to get them. Like, they only give out so many to so many fan bases.
Was it
100,000 people.
Was it Cleveland John who went a few years ago and was like taking in-depth notes?
Wait,
What
shit.
notes can you take at the draft?
He's just writing down
Who was picked?
I remember him writing down Abdullah to Detroit, #1 pick.
Yeah, Josh
Allen.
I think that's the pick.
They just stole the draft.
You don't
They
think
stole
they
the
could have got
draft.
him later? I think you could have got him later.
They just stole the draft right now.
Who were they worried was going to take Allen above them?
Anybody?
Like, okay, you got after that.
Miami.
Miami. After them, you got Chicago. Chicago's not taking him. San Francisco's not taking him.
Josh Allen tweet 2 days ago.
Maybe Miami.
It was
That was
Miami.
But why couldn't they? I mean, they probably gave up more than they needed to on that, right?
I
They
mean,
could've just
to
moved
get
up
a French quarterback,
No. My point is they probably could have
top quarterback in the
to 10.
draft.
You don't think they could have just moved up to 10 and maybe given up less second rounders and no one else is taking them other than Miami.
What a cannon that guy's got. What a cannon.
The kid's got an arm.
two arms. Damn, same joke. Nice.
So good.
I was listening to an interview with Matt Hasselbeck today. Take it for what it is Matt Hasselbeck. But he said the fact that you have a cannon doesn't matter. He said there's a lot of guys backing up Tom Brady, him, Brett Favre over the years that had absolute rockets. It doesn't matter. It's the decision making. I don't think Allen has the decision making. That would be my hot take on that. I think
You're Canadian. You cannot have that opinion.
Of course,
you guys barely even know what football is up there.
Wyoming is basically Canada.
How good was Doug Flutie?
There's a whole extra state between Wyoming and Canada.
Basically,
And it is a big one. It's not like fucking Rhode Island between them.
Canada Light.
Oh shit!
Why do you like Josh Allen so much? I mean, he's got a great arm, but I don't know if it's just like
He's got 2 great arms.
He's
Will
the
we
next.
ever see?
He's the next Carson Wentz.
Will we
seen
ever
his
see an
legs?
ambidextrous QB?
that would be pretty cool.
Was it Michael
Just
Vick?
fucking tossing him wherever the fuck he feels like. He
Was
can
it?
scramble either direction and still throw accurately. Oof, insane.
Wasn't Vic ambidextrous?
I think he's just a lefty.
Oh.
Listen to these draft analysts here talking plain chicken.
Who was your number one quarterback? Fake Nate.
My number one quarterback of all time, or my number one quarterback in this draft? And I'm real Nate. You're fake bearded Nate, hairy Nate. All time or in this draft?
Are you coming to Vegas?
Not this year. Next year.
Because you could have considered a threat. Because I'm drowning you in Vegas. I would assume that since this is a draft show that I just meant 2018 draft, but that's just an assumption.
Mayfield was my number one guy for this draft.
Interesting. Why is that?
I think he's got the best.
You like his decision making?
Yep.
Grabs his nuts, points it to the other sideline,
The intangibles.
throws or stabs a flag into the center of Ohio State's stadium.
Yeah, that has nothing to do
Smart
with
decision making.
Make decisions while he's playing football.
I would arguably say that your decisions outside of football are more impactful.
Well, I disagree. I think if you're drafting for a guy that's playing football, you got to work on him, obviously, with his off-the-field antics or whatever else. But you want a guy that's able to make those decisions and make those throws in tight windows, and you want that guy who's going to be able to.
So you're saying none of these anyone, or you're saying that Allen can't make those tight window throws?
I'm saying he can, but he's not as good at it as Mayfield is.
If we're just going to look at those quote-unquote off-the-field issues, who in the NFL do we know that is known for grabbing their dick at people? He's a fucking Hall of Famer.
That's true.
Hall of
You
Famer.
got me.
Analysis over.
I guarantee that Dallas Bryant's new favorite player is Baker Mayfield, and we're gonna see now whenever someone says "geez nuts," it's gonna be a Baker Mayfield gif. He's working on it right now. Actually, he goes, "Oh my god, good idea."
So if you like, here, bearded fake Nate, we can make a bet if you like on the on the careers. We can go however many years you want, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever.
25.
For Mayfield versus Allen, I'm more than willing to do that.
Mayfield versus Allen.
Give me 20 years. I'll take Allen.
20 years. That's a long time.
Give me the first one into Canton. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I think Mayfield's going to be a better professional than Allen will be.
You take Allen into Canton, I'll take the field.
There you go.
You think Baker Mayfield is a Hall of Fame quarterback?
No. Maybe. He has more potential to be than Allen does.
What metrics give you that? I need stats. Tweet them at me.
You want me? Let me pull up air yards here.
Let's get Josh in here.
You'd actually have to go to my collegeairyards.com to actually see that.
I think that he has the college stats don't necessarily.
Raekwon Smith.
Oh,
Raekwon. Calling it.
I thought, well,
that was easy.
Nick says they should trade back, but I guess that's the best linebacker in the draft. So
I actually thought that they might take Edmonds over Smith.
I knew they were going to take it.
I saw your crappy
Knew it.
mock draft.
Hey, better than Dean's.
Edmonds is not better than Smith.
You don't think so? That'd be interesting to see. I don't know. I think they're very close.
Edmund might be a little bit more raw, though maybe he has
or upside. He's younger, right?
I can't remember who is I think one of them is 19.
Edmund's like 19.
Yeah, he is pretty young.
I think that just his raw talent kind of gives him that chance. But you're right. I mean, who knows? I mean, all this is all defense is random anyway, right?
True. Exactly. Should probably not even play defense.
Yeah, we should just change to an offense only league.
That's what Josh's strategy is, right? He doesn't want any defense. He just wants it all offense because defense is random.
It's true.
Randomyards.com, baby.
You should get that one, Spence.
Random.
Let's corner the market on those yard websites.
We should start up an IDP site with Josh's name on it.
Nobody would go to it.
Are you drinking Sonic? Dang.
No, the Golden Arches.
You won't see Dean eating the Golden Arches.
No.
I'll say that.
Only the finest.
What do you think? San Francisco takes Edmonds? I think they take Edmonds.
All right, this is the 2-minute warning. We're shutting her down.
Oh, God.
I'm out of bourbon and I got to pee.
Get in what you need to say, everybody.
Say your piece.
Thanks.
I guess I could see them.
Because this is
Edmonds would probably be the reasonable choice, but. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Nate, are you going to fire up a hangout? Are you going to try and, or are you just going to sit at
Ride
home?
these coattails.
You're not going to keep this one going?
No, we're not.
No, we're going to shut it down. I'm still out of bourbon and still have to pee.
No, we are not.
Yeah, well,
That's a no bullshit answer. I can appreciate that.
Typically, when a 2-minute warning is announced, that means you have 2 minutes before it ends.
Do we get a timeout before the?
Hell no! You fucking used all those like an idiot
Yeah.
earlier in the game.
Andy,
Nope.
you've had your say on our show.
Nothing but poor clock management.
That was some fucking Andy Reid shit. I'm disgusted.
I
see you.
appreciate the guest appearance. Thanks again.
Yeah, thanks for coming on to our show. Other Nate, lesser Nate, I wish I could say it was a pleasure, but it really wasn't. You're beneath me. Luck to you.
just don't shave the beard so people can tell the difference between us.
I mean, true. I don't have any plans to shave the beard. That's the thing.
All right, guys. It was a good first practice. It's been real. Let's try to get better next time.